Hello there, adventurers, and welcome to Wally DM. Today I'd like to share another quest idea that I had with you, and as we explore this main quest idea, which is something that I'd really like to use in my game in the near future, we'll also do a couple on-theme sub-quests that you might be able to use in your game. So in this episode, we're going to take a look at the Fisherman. So my main quest idea, the adventuring party is headed up a trail, up a road, and off to the right is a river, stream, lake, whatever, and they hear some commotion going on over there. As they go over to investigate it, either there's an old fisherman that's sitting there kicking his gear or cussing up a storm, or maybe he's being attacked by a couple of bandits, something like that. But as they fight off the bandits or question this old man, this old fisherman, he tells them how much he relies on the fish, that he helps supply part of the town. This is how he makes his living. This is how he supports and feeds his family. And the fish in this area have always been plentiful, and he's always been able to catch a bunch of them. And for some reason, the past week or two, they're just not biting at all. He can see fish out in the distance, and they're jumping and splashing and stuff like that, but he just can't seem to catch any. Now the party can sit there and try to fish with him as well, or something like that, but the truth of the matter is they're just not biting. So what I kind of foresee happening is the players will be like, okay, keep that back of their mind, travel up and keep going on their path, and whether they're going to inside of a dungeon or another town or whatever I have planned for them, and somewhere along the lines they're going to come across a little cove on the river or on another part of the lake or something like that, and there's going to be all these like orange grub worms underneath, and they're just falling into the water. So picture kind of a cove, and these are just dropping in, and there's just all kinds of fish in there, and they're just jumping it and getting them as they fall, like midair, coming and snagging them and things. So what the players need to do is they need to grab a bunch of these orange grub worms and take them back to the fisherman, and sure enough, he starts using them as bait and just start reeling them in left and right. And if the players want to sit there and kick their feet back and maybe fish with him and stuff, they'll catch them all day. And of course, he's going to invite them to stay, spend the night there. He's got a campsite and have dinner with him and things like that. Now, if the players help them clean the fish, that is where I would give the reward for the quest, which is going to probably be an item that they're looking for. So as they're gutting and cleaning the fish, there will be like a magical ring inside of one, or a magical gem they've been looking for, or something along those lines. So the main quest idea is to help this fisherman by acquiring some bait that he can use to help catch more fish, and as they're cleaning the fish or eating it, if they decide not to help clean, they will be rewarded with an item. Now, a couple of sub-quest ideas. Maybe a town along a lake is very dependent on the fishing community to provide food for all the townsfolk, and it starts popping up that a lot of the fish are coming out and the meat is rancid, or it's got like a gangrene or something like that. And what they're finding is these fish have like copper pieces inside of them. So somehow they're picking up and swallowing these copper pieces, and it's tainting the inside of the meat. So what the party is going to need to do here is find a means to breathe underwater, whether it's a ring of water breathing or a helm of underwater action. Not sure what we have nowadays in 5th edition and Pathfinder, but I'm sure there's something. And they'll need to go down to the bottom of the lake or the pond and explore the area. And when they do, maybe they'll have a couple of aquatic encounters, but at the end all, they'll find a treasure chest. So either a boat is sank or something like that, but there's treasure along the bottom, and they just need to simply clean up the copper, the silver, the gold, the jewels, whatever that we decide to put at the bottom of this lake, clean that all up, get it out of there, and solving the problem for the town. Another sub-quest idea could be a dam There's a village that is on a creek or a river, small river, and very dependent on the fishermen of the town to provide food, and the water levels are sinking, and they're having a hard time catching fish and stuff like that, and they have no idea what's going on, and they hire the adventurers or ask the adventurers to go upstream and see if they can figure it out. And as they do, maybe there is a large dam that is blocking a lot of the water and catching a lot of the fish back where they're not able to come downstream. And this could be caused by natural occurrences. Maybe there's a bunch of timber that is falling there, or giant beavers or something that have created a dam. Maybe there is a group of humanoids that are doing this for their own benefit, or maybe they are doing it so that they can catch the fish and then take them downstream and sell them at a higher price to the townsfolk, trying to make some money that way. Or maybe there is a couple big fatty dragons that have fallen across or died at part of, in a main part of the stream, and the adventuring party needs to figure out how to move these big beasts out of the way. Another simple sub-quest idea that could be affecting a fishing community is maybe there's something toxic in the water. And again, this is something that the adventuring party is either needing to go upstream. Maybe it's something that's feeding into the pond or the stream or the river or what have you. Maybe it's something that they'll have to dive down and investigate. But maybe there's some kind of a weird ooze that's going in there, or magical excrement, or something that is maybe partially polymorphing these fish so that they're coming out all deformed, or maybe just it's just something toxic. So the fishing community goes out on the docks and all they see are dead fish that are floating everywhere. So something in the water is killing them, and either killing them or polymorphing them into other weird creatures, things like that. So the party needs to go down and figure out what's going on. So that's all I have for you today. Again, that's called the Fisherman, and just a small sub quest that I'm looking forward to running in the future for my players, where they're just walking by, they're unable to help this old man, and he's frustrated and can't catch anything. But eventually down the line, the players find these little orange grub worms, takes them back to the fisherman, help him out, and complete a sub-quest helping the old guy. So what are your thoughts on it? Is there anything else that you can think of as far as a quest or sub-quest idea that includes an old fisherman, or maybe a fishing community, or things of that nature? Be sure to leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, on to the next.